Being a kid. Oh, how nice it was being a kid. You didn't have any responsibilities, you weren't afraid of being judged by others, you were completely oblivious to the messed up world we live in, you were genuinely happy, the list goes on and on. One thing about being a kid was that you were dumb as hell, man. When I was a kid, I was the most gullible little goblin there was. You could have told me something ridiculous like Spider-Man was going to be the next president and I would have believed it, which is why I wanted to make a video about the stupid things I believed in as a kid.
They're not.
Okay, first stupid thing is not that stupid, but it's Santa. Every single person as a kid believed in Santa at one point in their lives, as much as you would like to deny it and be like, well, actually, I didn't as a kid. Shut up, we all have, you're not different. But to me now, the concept of a random old man riding his sleigh powered by flying reindeers through the night while visiting everybody's house through the chimney is wild to me. Like, we know damn well Santa isn't fitting down that chimney with his cookie-based diet he's been following for the past 80 plus years of his life. And just to put the icing on the cake, my man has been pushing elderly. Like, how is he able to still walk, let alone climb down a chimney still? He should be in the long-term care home pooping his pants instead of bringing presents to the children. Like, Santa has a bunch of elves in his sweatshop. I'm sure they can get the job done instead. You know what? I'm sorry. You might be wondering why it seems like I'm beefing with Santa so much, so let me fill you in on my perspective of things. So one Christmas Eve when I was around 10 years old, I was just chilling with the family and I left to go to the front door to see the snow falling. And I saw that my mom put a Christmas stocking at the door, so I had the great idea to write a letter to Santa. So I did that and it went along the lines of, Dear Santa, tomorrow is Christmas. I've been on my best behavior all year, and I didn't take a single bite out of a kid's crayons or pencils. For my one wish this Christmas, will you get me a 3DS for Christmas? It will make my entire year. So I wrote up that heartfelt letter and placed it into the stocking and went about my day. The next day comes and it's Christmas. The snow is falling, kids are outside sweating and having snowball fights. It was nice. I head on down to check the stocking at the door and there was no 3DS. My letter was still there. I was devastated. I was furious. The beast inside me could no longer be contained. I took my letter out of the stocking and threw it into the trash can. And ever since that Christmas day, I never believed in Santa ever again. This was my Christmas villain origin story, and the reason why all my homies hate Santa. Go fuck yourself! Okay, but next stupid thing is the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. So we're all well aware of the classic St. Patrick's Day saying of rainbow, leprechaun, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Well, apparently it's like a saying or representation of a person's goals and hard work, because like you put in the hard work and you'll get your pot of gold at the end. Well, younger me thought that when an actual rainbow would form after it rained, an actual literal pot of gold would spawn at the end of it and I would have to chase the rainbow to get the pot of gold. Bro, like I genuinely believe that this was a thing. I had a plan to get rich when I was younger. My plan was to find a rainbow first, then literally chase the end of the rainbow to get the pot of gold, and then just become rich like Bezos. I had it all planned out, man. I remember a time when I went to the park with my grandpa. It started to rain, so we took shelter under this gazebo. I know, it's a real word and it sounds goofy as hell. Until the rain stopped, and when it stopped, the sun started to shine and it created a rainbow in the sky. Younger me was thinking, holy crap, this is my chance to become rich. I'll be able to buy all the pixie sticks and juicy drops I want. I just need to find the end of the rainbow and I'll be swimming in all that gold. Oh my god. But I had to contain myself, because I knew if I ran off, I would have gotten the clothes hanger treatment, so sadly I didn't pursue the chase for the pot of gold. Thinking back now, if I did run off, I probably would have gotten lost, hurt, or maybe something worse, so that was a good thing I didn't. I blame me almost potentially getting kidnapped on the Lucky Charm commercials that would air on TV. They had it out for me since the beginning.
Lucky's flying away with a charm!
Sayonara, Nick! Homie.
Okay, last stupid thing is the tooth fairy. So when I was younger, like many, I believed in the tooth fairy, the magical fairy that would take your fallen out tooth that you place under your pillow and replace it with some money. So one time I was watching a show called Arthur, I'm sure you guys are familiar with it, and it was the episode where DW, Arthur's sister, tricks the tooth fairy, and the entire episode is just basically DW trying to lose a tooth to get money from the tooth fairy, but she couldn't and instead went to a museum and bought a shark tooth necklace at the gift shop to use as a tooth. tooth. This episode made me want to try this tooth fairy stuff, so I kept it in the back of my prepubescent mind. A month or so later, I had a wiggly tooth and I just went to the mirror, and after 20 minutes of wiggling my tooth in front of the mirror, I finally built up the courage to yank it out. It was game time. So that night, I put the tooth under my pillow and went to sleep. The next morning, I woke up and instantly checked under my pillow, and to my surprise, there was a $1 coin. I was thinking, no way, it actually worked. Oh my god, did I just find an infinite money glitch IRL? I was excited, hyped over getting that $1 into my piggy bank. So a few months later, I lose a tooth and I try it again. I place my tooth under the pillow like last time, go to sleep, and wake up and check under my pillow. The tooth was still there. There was no money. Bro, I just can't have in Detroit. The tooth fairy, she ain't real, and for the people who don't know, she's your mom. Get po, nerd.
Ho, 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 ho.